Okay, Bismillah, Assalamu'alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay. First of all, give thanks to Allah for His all blessing and mercies. Because of Him, so everything can be running well. As this opportunity, Alhamdulillah, who is guided from the darkness to the brightness, from the bad color to the good one.
Okay, now we want to introduction first. My name is Kenzie Niscala. I'm from 8th grade.
And my name is Muhammad Gavyn Shaquille Rafeyfa. Me too, I'm from A grade.
Okay, now we have a special guest. The name is Mr. Alaka. He is going to talk about mastering English unlock scholarship.
Okay,
Okay, maybe the time
it's
for Mr.
yours.
Alaka.
Okay, thank you very much. Am I audible, everyone?
Okay,
Yes, what about my
Okay,
voice? It is clear enough?
okay, sir.
enough, sir.
Yes, so Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Waalaikumsalam.
Yeah, good afternoon, dear P and Javas, as the host today. I'd like to say thank you to Idiot University for inviting me this opportunity to share about my experience in the university. Especially today, we are going to talk about English and schools. So before that, I would like to present my slide. Okay, here, can you see this slide, the host?
Yes, of
Can, sir.
course.
Okay, so yeah, maybe in this opportunity we are going to talk about mastering English and unlock scholarship. What does it mean? Yeah, I will deliver this material in the few minutes, and after that we will have some discussions. The host will ask me some questions. Okay, so why I take this topic? Because English is we cannot avoid that English the kinds of important language in every aspect because it is international language. Yeah, except in the getting scholarship, we need English. Why we need English? It is because English can be exist in every aspect. For example, why English can unlock scholarship? Most all scholarship, and I will say it is all scholarship, it is need English. When you want to have some scholarship, even it is in the abroad or overseas scholarship or scholarship in Indonesia, as for example, you need English because some scholarship require that the awardee should have English proficiency. So that's why mastering English is the key of getting scholarship. And here it is the pathway to academic success. When you master English, you can get any aspect of academic. For example, when you want to have uh, in joining the university or the university test, maybe now you are in the high in the junior high school, if I'm not mistaken. But when you in the future want to getting in the university, you will have English. You need English to pass your university test. For example, English proficiency test we have IELTS, TOEFL, and uh, TESOL. It is kinds of English proficiency test. So that's why when you master English, you can get in scholarship opportunity because some scholarship can require every each awardee to have English proficiency certificate side to for IELTS, and also English can get in the what's in the requirement to getting your university requirement. Uh, I will tell my experience when I have friends. Yeah, my friend mastering of master of mathematics, master of law, master of arts, and other subject except English. But when they want to try to apply scholarship, for example, my scholarship LPDP, they cannot apply it because they have no English proficiency certificate test. They cannot pass when they try to join the test of TOEFL, IELTS, and etc. So why I said mastering English is the key to get scholarship. I don't say this is the main key, but it is one of the key to get scholarship because scholarship can require everybody to have English proficiency test. So that's why it can be the pathway to academic success. As I told you before, I have friends mastering in any subject, but they don't have any English skill or English proficiency skill, so they cannot pass the test. They unsuccess in the joining scholarship. Here is the role of English in scholarship. Of course, the importance of English for scholarship. Yeah, English proficiency test. It can be the one requirement to have scholarship. Most of the scholarship need to students to have English proficiency test certificate. And also when you want to joining a university, you have to have English academic. Wait. And also of course when you joining the scholarship, yeah, uh, especially when you joining abroad scholarship or overseas scholarship in outside Indonesia, they say outside Indonesia, you will need English when you are doing interview. So the interview will use English. So that's why you should mastering English. It's how to. And then yeah, we have known that English the key of getting scholarship, and now I provide you some strategies to mastering English for scholarship. Yeah, there are many aspects of mastering English skill. As we know, English have the writing skill, speaking skill, or listening skill, and also it is about reading skill. So, how this strategy? If you can master this skill, you can easy to get English proficiency test score. This, of course, when you have English proficiency score, you can apply scholarship easily. Here is the strategy. The first, you should improve your writing skill. How to improve writing skill? Because this is writing, you need more exercise of writing. You can uh, there is in English word said that if you have read some books, you can write any kinds of words. Why? When you want to mastery or improve your reading skill, you need more reading. You need more and more about reading. We cannot write anything if we not reading anything. So that's why for improving writing skill, you need exercise. Before exercise the writing, you have to have more about reading text. And what about mastering speaking? In mastering speaking, obviously speaking about talk, or what is the function of speaking in the getting scholarship? In the getting scholarship, speaking can be your knowledge or your insight when you want to have interview when you getting scholarship. Of course, every scholarship need to interview as like LPDP, for example, or Fulbright in the abroad scholarship. We need interview. So that's why your preparation for the interview is about speaking. You should mastering in English speaking for you can get easy in talking with the interviewer. So How is the strategy to mastering speaking? When you want to mastering speaking, you need more and more exercise in speaking. You can getting exercise speaking with your friends, with your maybe your teachers, maybe your peers, and also you can. And also now we have there are many articulate AI, for example, CGP, etc. to exercise our listening or our speaking skill. And in the mastering of English, you also need to mastering listening. Because if we need to listening, we need to more exercise, listen English audio. For example, you can watch some movies to enhance your listening. You can watch or listen about the audio in English form. Don't listen in Indonesia or in Bahasa, but you can listen in the but in the English section. You just need to more exercise it and utilizing research. If in improving writing skill, improving speaking skill, listening, and also writing skill, you need more exercise. Exercise in writing, exercise in reading, exercise in speaking, and exercise in listening. And you can use some resources, maybe the resources from your teachers, maybe from internet, from YouTube, or from another resources. There are many resources in this area. And after that, yeah, it is actually the challenges. Yeah, challenges when you want to master English. Okay, we talk about the challenges because it is the key to mastering English. After we master English, we can getting easily in scholarship. Yeah, most students, maybe not most students, all students can be said they are fear of speaking. They afraid to speak. Practicing speaking sometimes anxiety and nervous. It is the normal fear of the student in doing speaking. So that's why practice in sporting environment and gradual exposure can reduce fears. How to reduce your fear or your anxiety in speaking? You can need practice in front of many people. You can speak in the maybe market. You can speak English maybe in front of your class. You can exercise it to reduce your fear. And also another challenge that student face is about difficult in writing. The students are difficult in writing. Of course, they are lack of exercise and lack of explore about the writing, how to have a good writing. And this is the exercise to uh, increase your what reduce your difficulty in writing. The student can have any feedback or improve skill from their teacher. They can write any story in the daily activity or daily routine. They can try to write any kinds of story in English. And lack of practice, of course. Uh, Maybe, for example, in your school, you can speak English, but you need more to practice. For example, practice your speaking, but you have no environment to practice. You can sometimes you are shy to practice in the outside the class. You can practice with you can get inside. So that's why it is the lack of practice. How to overcome the lack of practice? Yeah, you can consistent practice through language apps. Maybe you are afraid or you are shy to practice English with your friends in front of the a public area or in the market or in the public place. You are shy. You can practice English in using some apps or AI or another tools in this digital era. You can use that to practice your English. Well, after that, Of course, I have talked to you before. Master English for scholarship success. When you can master English, you can have an easier to get in scholarship because the most difficult thing in requirement of scholarship is about the English, about the English test, about the English proficiency. Yeah. Many students cannot, many students unsuccess when they have mastered text, but they master in another subject, another field, by another field, but they don't master in the English, so they unsuccess in getting scholarship. Yeah, so that's why before you maybe next time in the future you want to get to scholarship in the school, in high school or in university, university level, you can try this what these steps to what to stronger your ability in English. You can use English skill developing reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Of course, you can try to have an what English proficiency test preparation. You can have any kinds of uh, trial about people test IELTS and SAT. And also strong application. Yeah, before you getting or you know, like uh, register in scholarship, you can have strong application about your motivation and about your essay in doing scholarship. Of course, interview preparation is one of the most thing you should prepare when you want to get in scholarship. Interview preparation here is interview using this. Yeah. To prepare this step, you can have some kinds of practice with your friends. And interview with your friends, doing interview with each other using English. This can be your practice. Of course, because we had more much time, so I think it is enough for the slide, and after that we can have discussion with the host about mastering English for scholarship. Okay, well,
Okay, sir. Uh, can
okay,
you tell
host,
me
I give
how?
back to you all.
Okay, can you tell me how difficult it is for you to learn English?
I'm sorry, your voice is now unaudible.
Okay, can you tell me how difficult it is for you to learn English?
I'm sorry, I cannot hear your voice. Maybe my signal or your signal.
Hello, can you hear
Oh,
my
all
voice,
right.
sir?
Yes, of course.
Okay, can you tell me how difficult it is for you to learn English?
All right, good question. Thank you. If we talk how difficult for me to learn English, yeah, it is honestly, it is frankly speaking, it is quite difficult because mm, I need maybe more than 5 years in learning English. If I'm not mistaken, start from I start learning English in after when I was graduate from senior high school. So it is 10 years ago. But the first I learned English, it is only 1 year to practice to learn about the basic of English. So what about the practice? I practice every time until now, and if you say how many years, how difficult I learn is quite difficult, but not really difficult. It's also easy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, sir. And I have one question. In your opinion, is English in Indonesia is good or still below average? If you know, in global English proficiency, Indonesia is ranked 82nd out of 117 countries. What do you think about it?
Of course, if we talk about the data, yes, yeah, our English in Indonesia. For before that, we talk about the English that English have three stage. The first English as the first language, for example, English in UK, English in US, and the second English a second language. English as second language is as like in Malaysia or in Malay or in India, for example. And what about in Indonesia? In Indonesia, English is not about the first, about the second, but it is about the foreign language. So we have still low level of English proficiency. So that's why if we talk about how many students, how many people in Indonesia mastering English, it is still low if we compare to another country, for example, compared to India or compared to Australia or Singapore, we are still in the level, in the low level. So that's why I am as the teacher or as the English teacher, I still try to motivate my students to have a good English because now, in my opinion, we still in the low level of English proficiency.
Uh, okay, sir. I wanna ask again. How can I practice using idiomatic expressions naturally in conversation?
Yeah, before you try to practice by using idiom in daily conversation or in daily expression, you have to know some idioms before, and then uh, 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 if sometimes we have difficulties when we practice the idiom. We know the meaning, but our friends or the audience or the what our talking cannot understand about the idea. So my suggestion when you want to try to have a conversation with idiomatic expression or with expression in English, make sure that your friend understands about the idiom. If you understand the idiom and you use it, and your friends doesn't understand about it, you will be misunderstanding with you and your friends. Because idiom is not a structure sentence, structure phrase, or structure language in learning English. We learn English with the basic or with the standard form. We cannot interpret or we cannot translate the idiom with the standard definition of language. So that's why if you try to talk with idiom with your friend, make sure that your friend understands. Actually, it is good for you to have idiom expression in your daily conversation. It is closer. It is closer with the native when you using your idiom to talking with your friends. Yeah. Good.
Okay. I wanna ask something. How can I avoid common mistake with preposition in English? Example like in, on, and at. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, it is about grammatical actually. Yeah, grammatical prepositions. You in English we have some basic about panchavip. Yeah, one of the panchavip is about preposition in and on. So how avoid this? Of course, when we want to use something, we need about the rules. We need about the insight of that. We need to knowledge of that. If you ask about how avoid that, you need to more understand about it. You can uh, search about how to when I use in using at in the place, using at in the time. You can learn about it, and also you can learn about how when I use in the proper situation, when I use in what in mentioned about year, about month, and also when we use on in the say when they said about in the mention about days. So we have to know about the rule first to avoid the mistake when you trying to use preposition. Okay, good.
Okay, sir. And then, how can I write a well-structured, easy in English?
I'm sorry, can you repeat your question? Can I work?
Okay. How can I write a
All
well-structured,
right.
easy in English?
Oh, well structured, right, in English. Yeah. So that's why in the first slide I have mentioned about writing. If you said about how to write properly or write with the sweet structure in English, the first thing you should understand about the rule about the grammar. But you don't need to learn more about the grammar, but you can have many practice in reading. When you can read the good sentence, you can copy paste it in your making a new sentence. You have constructivism. Oh, I'm sorry, constructivism is too high. You can have what deeper knowledge, yeah, deeper knowledge about the writing. You more reading, you can get more insight in writing. When you have know about in writing in the good note, it is talk about in the good text. Don't use maybe it's like in the what in the website text, but use in the what in the standard text. You can read the text and you will understand, oh, this is the good sentence, so I can write the good sentence also. I know the rules. It is the key to have a good writing. You have to more reading.
What are
Well,
effective strategies to practice speaking English every day without AI and friends?
the effective between AI and friends, of course, a good question, and then also this is still my curiosity. Yeah. Okay, so if you ask which one is most effective, yeah, the most effective way you can, if you want to have many feedback, many correction about your speaking, you can practice with AI. Because as now we know that AI is smarter, yeah, more smart or smarter than our friends maybe sometimes, yeah. So that's why we can get many feedback from AI, from it. But when you want to have only enjoying partner to speaking, you can have with your friend, because your friend knows about your context of speaking. They know what are you talking about. They know about what is the point of your speaking. It is you can use actually both of AI and the friend. It is effective according to your purpose in doing speaking practice. Okay, good.
Okay. I think last question. How can I improve my listening comprehension during fast conversation?
I'm sorry. Repeat your question. Improve your.
How can I improve my listening comprehension during fast conversation?
Okay. Yeah. If you if you want to increase or improve your listening comprehension, yeah, listening comprehension in the first conversation, the first is you should understand about what the first meaning of your what your speaker speaking. Yeah, when you understand the first sentence from the speaker, you can understand another another sentence. Because when we talk or we write in the language, we will mention about the main point. Before that, we follow the main point to the next sentence. So you should understand the first to improving your listening. You can understand the first talking in the listening or in the speaking. Okay, thank you.
Okay, sir. I'm sorry. Maybe it is really
Yes,
the last question. Yeah. Okay. What are some exercise to improve my English speaking fluency?
yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. In improving speaking approach, uh, every language, not only English but also Bahasa or another language, maybe Spain or Japanese or another languages, you need to more practice. It is the key. But don't afraid when you practice your English. Don't af- don't be afraid to say, "Oh, I don't want to make a mistake," or "I'm shy to make a mistake." Don't feel that. Just practice your just practice your English with your friend. The first this is the key of success in learning language, not only English but language, especially about speaking. You need to practice. For example, you have friends in your school. You can join them to practice. You can talking using English with your friend. And also, if not with your friend, you can join some club, maybe English club, maybe with, like this weekly English. You said it is the program. You can join this program to practice your English. So the key point how to improve English, improve to speaking, especially you need to more practice, 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 and practice. Never stop to practice in learning English. Okay, that is all.
Okay, sir. Thank you for answering our question. Okay. Okay. Maybe enough for our weekend English talk series. Okay. Thank you, sir. The last we
Okay,
say.
thank you, Gavyn. That was
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Javi.